Good day everyone, I am Mariel Punsaran from BSBI 2B. As we go on to my report, the inventor and purpose of his invention. We choose two inventors, which is Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin. Thomas Edison was born on February 11, 1847 and died on October 18, 1931. He awarded as a Hall of Fame and an American inventor who singly or jointly held a world record 1,093 patents. In addition, he created the world's first industrial research laboratory. The legendary Thomas Edison was the father of landmark inventions. He developed many devices in fields such as electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording, and motion pictures. One of the most famous and prolific invention of all time. Thomas Alva Edison exerted a tremendous influence on modern life, contributing inventions such as the incandescent light bulb, phonograph, and motion picture camera, as well as improving the telegraph and telephone. And now, let's proceed to the second one, which is Benjamin Franklin. He is an American author, scientist, and statesman. He is born on January 17, 1706, and he died on April 17, 1790. He is a founder of American Philosophical Society. He is awarded as Hall of Fame also. Benjamin Franklin was an American polymath who was active as a writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and political philosopher. In the 1740s, he conducted experiments that contributed to the understanding of electricity and invented the lightning rod, which protected buildings from fires caused by lightning. And in 1752, he conducted half-famous kite experiment and demonstrated the lightning is electricity. And that could be all. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. My report is all about the Edison invention. When we say Thomas Edison invention, he invents that Adolis incandescent light bulb. When we say incandescent light bulb, it is device that convert electricity into light by heating a filament using electricity current until it emits electromagnetic radiation. As a current passes through the filament, it is high resistant, causing the temperature rise. Like for instance, this photo. The filaments is the current passes through the filaments. Ang filaments po is nag-high temperature, then nag-aapoy po siya due to electromagnetic and radiation of current. Another invention of Thomas Edison is the phonograph. Phonograph is also called record player instrument for producing sound by means of vibration of stylus or needle. The following grooves on a rotating disc is a phonograph disc, or a record store of replica of sound waves as a series of undulations in strenuous grooves inscribed on its rotating surface by the stylus. So, kung magre-record po tayo ng sound, ang sound po is pupunta dito sa bilog or sa disc, then magre-record po siya ng kung ano pong sinabi. So, how the sounds first recorded? The story of the sounds recording and the reproduction began in 1877 when the man of 1,000 patents, Thomas Edison, invented the phonograph. In the essence, his machine consisted of a sheet of tin foil So maliit po siya, maliit na foil. Then nakara po siya around the cylindrical drum. Cylindrical, yung bilog po kanina, then which when turned by the handle both rotated and moved literally. So nag-rotate po siya habang nagre-record ng sounds. Dito po naka-describe yung how the phonograph invented. So after that, punta naman tayo kay Benjamin Franklin invention, which ay the one who invented by Franklin is the lightning rod. Lightning rods in what the later becomes the United States. The pointed lightning rod conducted, also called lightning attractor or Franklin rod, was invented by Benjamin Franklin in 1952 as part of his groundbreaking exploring of electricity. So, habang nag-explore si Franklin ng kanyang electricity, accidentally niya na-touch ang electricity, then nasasabi niya na nag-ground ang buong kanyang katawan. So, napaisip siya na what if a big electricity impact, like sa buildings or sa tao, may possible na mamatay or masira ang building. So, nag-invento siya ng lightning rod. So, ito po, like this, ang lightning rod is nilalagay po siya sa taas ng building to avoid the big electricity shocks na natatama sa isang building, para ma-avoid yung injury ng isang building. So, ang lightning rod is sa taas, then may wire siya patungong ground. Then the electricity, a big electricity na galing sa lightning is mag-travel siya through wire and mag-i-impact po siya sa ground para ma-avoid po yung injured ng isang building. So class, punta naman tayo sa isang invention ni Benjamin Franklin, the bifocals. Benjamin Franklin is created for inventing bifocals in 1784. He is created them because he was tired of switching eyeglasses. So si Franklin, as they getting older, napagod po siya ng switch ng kanyang glasses, ang regular na anong tawag doon? Distance ng isang eyeglasses niya, then ang isang eyeglasses niya is magzo-zoom or merong grado. For far and near. So, he combined the two lenses by cutting them and combining the segments into one glass. So, naisipan ni Benjamin Franklin na i-combine ng kanyang nagpapalapit na glasses tsaka nagpapalayo sa isang glasses lang. And that's why ang ginawa niya is ang regular distance is sa taas. Then the near lenses is sa baba. Para mas madali daw. This is the part of bifocal lenses. The distance or regular na size ay regular na kalayo, and then yung sa baba is pampalapit, the distance and near. Sa trifocals naman kay distance, intermediate at saka near. So kay Franklin din in-invented niya is the distance at saka lapit lang. That's all guys. Thank you.
Norton Talib, BSB ito. Thomas Edison's phonograph. The phonograph was developed as a result of Thomas Edison's work on two other inventions, the telegraph and telephone. In 1877, Edison was working on a machine that would transcribe telegraphic messages through indentations on paper tape, which could be later sent over the telegraph repeatedly. The device changed and altered over several years, to keep up with consumers' demand. By 1913, the device started using disc rather than cylinder to play back sounds. Over time, the phonograph developed in the record players used in modern music. The phonograph allowed people to listen to whatever music they wanted, when they wanted, where they wanted, and for as long as they wanted. People began listening to music differently. People now can analyze lyrics in depth. The phonograph was also instrumental in the development of jazz. Benjamin Franklin lightning rod. The Philadelphia experiment and observation on static electricity, as led and communicated by Benjamin Franklin, were important because some were new and novel because their interpretation helped to stimulate the development of electricity as a science and beginning of modern physics. This would also lead to famous centrifuge and kite experiments that proves once and for all that thunderclouds are electrified and that lightning is an electrical discharge. The latter discoveries in return validated the key assumption that lay behind Franklin's supposition, that tall, rounded rods might protect structures from lightning damage. Here, we will trace how Franklin's ideas about the wonderful effects of pointed bodies evolved in the design of the first protective rods. And then we will describe some important improvements that Franklin made to this design in the years from 1752 to 1762. After experience gained through practice, today most authorities agree that the main function of a lightning rod and associated conductors are to define and control the points where that lightning were attached to the structure, and then to provide safe paths for the current to flow the ground. Lucky indeed, today virtually every lightning protection code in the world recommends ground metallic rods for protecting ordinary structures, and the basic element of the design and installation are in essence the same as Franklin's speculation of 1762. Benjamin Franklin invented bifocals. Franklin invented this type of corrective lens in the mid-1700s. Franklin needed glasses for both close and faraway objects. After getting tired of switching two pairs of lenses, he invented the bifocal. Bifocal remained largely unchanged over time. According to some documents, the first bifocal are roughly manufactured and very hard to wear and inconvenient to use. The reason is each lenses are directly overlapped by two full lenses. So therefore, there are almost 4 full lenses on each pair of them. And such condition does not change until the 20th century.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, classmate. Before I start my topic, I would like to introduce myself first. I am Cherry Ann Partosa, BSBA 2B. My topic to be assigned is about the significant impact of the invention of Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin to the society. First, we will focus on Thomas Edison's inventions on how it will significant impact of his inventions. Have you ever wondered where the light bulb came from, or why you are able to have electricity everywhere in your home? Or who invented what lets you watch your favorite movies in TV shows? Well, all this and much more was made possible by Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was a creative inventor that pushed the positive science world forward in 100 years and had a major positive impact on his decade, the world, and even the rest of history. Thomas Edison was inventor forward in 100 years by inventing light bulb, quadruplex transmitter, telegraph, helping with the making of the telephone, and much more. Plus, he had a major positive impact on his decades by serving in the Civil War, saving lives, and creating jobs. He is also a major impact on the world by allowing safe lasting light with the light bulb, easy communication by the telegraph, and electrical distributions. Next time, call your friend or turn on the lights. Think of Thomas Edison's because without him, they wouldn't. Next, Benjamin Franklin's significant impact of his inventions to the society. Here are some of Benjamin Franklin's most significant inventions to the society. Lightning rod, bifocal eyeglasses, Franklin's stove, and harmonica. In the modern world, his inventions like bifocal eyeglasses is a positive impact to the people. For example, bifocal eyeglasses, marami nang gumagamit ngayon to protect their eyes. Another invention, Franklin's stove, is a metal-lined fireplace that stands in the middle room. It has rear baffles for improved airflow. Franklin's stove ay ginagamit ito sa mga lugar kung saan may malamig na klima kagaya ng Japan. Pag umulan ng snow, sa loob ng bahay nila ay magpapaapoy sila para hindi sila mamamatay or magkakasakit sa sobrang lamig. That's all about my topic. Thank you.
Benjamin Franklin was an American polymath who was active as a writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and a political philosopher, one of the leading figures of early American history. Benjamin Franklin had a little formal education. He went on the start of successful printing business and grew wealthy. Among the leading and intellectual of his time, Franklin was one of the founding father of the United States, a doctor and signer of the United States Declaration of Independence, and the first United States Postmaster General. Thomas Alva Edison, seen late in life in his was a most famous known inventor in American history. True, he is the best known for his invention of the phonograph and incandescent electric light. Edison talked about or out of 1,900 or 1,093 patients in a variety of fields including electric lights and power, telephony and telegraphy, and sound recording.
Good day, ma'am and classmates. I am Jennifer M. Cruz. This time, I will going to discuss these two discoverers, namely Thomas Alva Edison and Benjamin Franklin. The first discoverer I will tackle for this day is Thomas Alva Edison. He is an American inventor. It was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio, US. So, I will choose this famous inventor, a phonograph. how it was discovered. He discovered and began to research a method for transmitting a voice could not be simply communicated. A while, but also recorded in June 1887 while working on an audio project in the lab. Thomas Edison and his assistants unwittingly became engaged by this. Edison felt prompted to generate a crude sketch that was a recording when an unexpected sound was heard. So, the second inventions of Thomas Alva Edison is a kinetograph. Kinetograph led to the development of the kinetoscope on 1891, which was a coin-operated viewing machine. This device worked for a single user at first and eventually projected images onto a screen. He discovered the kinetoscope film was turned with a crank called the peep show because only one person at that time could watch. So, we have done of the inventions of Thomas Alva Edison, and we'll proceed the inventions, discoveries of the second discoverer. His name is Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, he was an American polymath who was an active as a writer, scientist, and inventor, and he was discovered the bifocals on 1784. He was getting old and was having trouble seeing both up close and at a distance. Getting tired of switching between two types of glasses, he devised a way to have both types of lens fit into the frame. So the second invention of Benjamin Franklin is a lightning rod. So, how it was discovered? He discovered a lightning rod on June 15, 1752. Benjamin Franklin proved that lightning is electricity and invented the lightning rod through his experiments with kites. So, he discovered the lightning rod through the experiments of the kites.
Good day, my name is Marela Alcala. Our topic for today is about the significant changes of discoveries by Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin. First, we are going to discuss what are the discoveries of Thomas Alva Edison. First is phonograph or record player, or what we call cassette, incandescent electric light or what we call light bulb, telegraph or radio, motion camera, the one that the filmmaker used to film movies. 5 is telephone. So the question is there any significant changes of his discoveries? The answer is yes, because Thomas Edison's discoveries refined devices made a profound impact on how people live today. He also exerted a tremendous influence on modern life, contributing inventions such as the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, motion camera, as well as the improving telegraph and telephone. Second, we are going to discuss Benjamin Franklin and the significant changes of his discoveries. First, who is Benjamin Franklin? And what are his discoveries? So Benjamin Franklin is an American author, printer, political theorist, scientist and inventor, and so on. Franklin was an ever-curious mind who constantly seeking to understand the inner workings of the universe and devices. So what are Benjamin Franklin discoveries? So first is Franklin's stove, second is lightning rod, 3 is bifocals, and 4 is catheter. But his major discovery was he conducted experiments that contribute to the understanding of electricity. From time to time, the discoveries of Benjamin Franklin have so many significant changes, where his discoveries made us understand the electricity, to which protected buildings from fires caused by lightning. And of course, controlling electrical energy changed the course of civilization up to modern era. And his experiments with electricity, science, government, and his abilities as statesman have changed the world.
Good day everyone, I am Mariel Alcala. Our topic for today is about the major effect of the discoveries of Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin into our present days. Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin have the most prolific invention of all time that exerted a tremendous influence in the present or in modern life. That to this day, we still use their inventions and continue to evolve.